Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be looking into the world of food entrepreneurship.
Exciting stuff?
Yeah, we've got a really fascinating interview with this chef, Ben.
Yeah.
And he wants to open his own cafe, made-from-scratch cafe. It's really interesting.
So we've got the interview with Ben, some articles on cafe trends these days, and even your notes, right?
Yeah.
A real recipe for insights.
Okay, so...
Our mission, to understand what it really takes to go from, being a chef in the kitchen to running a successful cafe.
Yeah, Ben really emphasizes fresh ingredients, like seasonal ingredients.
Right.
He even compares a vine-ripened tomato to like a burst of sunshine. Very poetic for a chef, I thought.
Haha, yeah.
But is this all just marketing?
Well, I think what's really interesting here is that it really ties into how consumers are changing.
Oh, yeah.
People are more and more savvy about their food, They want to know where it comes from, how it was grown, what's the story behind it. Ben's focus on farm to table isn't just about taste. It's about this transparency and authenticity that people want.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets interesting. Ben is very into, like, recipe calculation,
Okay.
spreadsheets, portion control,
Right.
cost analysis, like the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
It almost seems a little obsessive, for someone so passionate about cooking.
Yeah. Well, this is where you see his business sense.
Okay.
He understands that passion alone won't, keep the lights on.
Right.
Restaurants have really tight margins, especially with those high-quality ingredients.
Yeah.
His approach ensures consistency, reduces waste, and at the end of the day, protects his profits,
Yeah. So he's got the culinary skills, ain't he the business savvy? That's impressive.
Absolutely.
But you can't open a cafe without a business plan, right?
Absolutely not. Ben's put a lot of work into his plan.
Okay.
And here's where it gets interesting. He's found a gap in the market, like a real need.
Whoa.
No one's offering fresh, homemade food in a relaxed, welcoming atmosphere. He's not just opening a cafe, he's creating an experience, a destination.
Okay. And location.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, absolutely.
He's got his eyes on a prime spot.
Yeah.
But he said it was really hard to get the lease for it.
It's competitive.
So what made him stand out?
This is where his understanding of community really shows.
Okay.
He's not just looking for an empty building. He wants to be part of the neighborhood.
Right.
He wants a place where people can gather and connect, and the landlord saw that.
Yeah.
They saw the potential for his cafe to be like the heart of the community.
Okay, so we've got the passion, the plan, the location. What else is he up to?
Well, he's really embracing modern trends like delivery services from day one. He knows people want convenience, and he's got a big social media plan.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, photos of the food, behind-the-scenes videos, engaging with people online.
He's creating a buzz before he even opens.
Exactly. But let's get back to that core idea, made from scratch.
Yeah.
How does that actually look on the menu? Is he making his own pasta? Baking bread? Curing meats? I want to know the details.
Give us all of the delicious details, yeah.
He's going all out. Sourcing local grains to mill his own flour for bread, working with farmers for the freshest produce.
Wow.
He's even experimenting with making cheese in-house. This isn't just control over ingredients, it's about elevating the whole dining experience.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
How does he balance all this with, the reality of running a business? Making everything from scratch can be expensive.
That's where the planning comes in again. He's factored in all the costs,
Okay.
Labor, equipment, he's designed the menu strategically. Some things totally from scratch. Others will use high-quality, pre-made components.
Okay.
So he's got that balance, artistry, and practicality essential for any business.
He's found that sweet spot. But what about the kitchen itself? I imagine a made-from-scratch cafe needs a special setup.
You're right. He brought in a kitchen consultant, designed a space for maximum efficiency, workstations, custom equipment, a layout that optimizes the workflow.
Okay.
It's an investment that will pay off in the long run,
Yeah.
He can create amazing food quickly and efficiently.
That's fascinating. So we've covered the passion for ingredients, the business smarts, the location, even the kitchen.
Yeah.
What else is essential to his success? Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're really digging into Ben's journey to open this made-from-scratch cafe.
Yeah, his attention to detail is amazing.
It really is impressive.
Yeah.
We talked about the ingredients, the business plan, the kitchen.
Right.
But what about the people? The staff.
Oh, that's crucial. Ben gets it. The staff can make or break a cafe. He's looking for people who share his values, quality, community, good service.
Yeah.
And he wants to create a good work environment, positive and supportive.
Sounds like he's building a team, not just hiring employees.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
finding the right people is just the first step, right?
How is he going to train them, make sure they're all on board with this made-from-scratch thing?
Well, he's got a whole training program plan, covers everything.
Oh, wow.
Ingredients, recipes, how to talk to customers, even brand representation.
Wow, that's thorough.
He's even bringing in some of his mentors to share their knowledge.
That's awesome. But even with the best team, you need customers, right?
Of course.
How's he going to get people in the door?
Yeah.
Especially those first-time visitors.
He's got a plan for that, too. It's a mix of, like, old school and new school marketing,
Oh.
partnering with local businesses, going out and meeting people, and, of course, social media.
You mentioned social media earlier. What kind of stuff is he going to share?
Oh, beautiful photos of the food, videos of the team making things from scratch,
Yeah.
stories about the local farmers he's working with.
Right.
He wants to give people a peek behind the curtain, make them feel connected even before they come in.
It's like he's building a brand, not just a cafe. That's cool. But what about the money? We know he's good with numbers, but getting funding for something like this can't be easy.
Yeah, that's always a challenge. Ben looked at all sorts of options.
Yeah.
Small business loans, crowdfunding, even talked to some investors.
Wow.
In the end, he got a mix of funding sources to get him started.
That's impressive. He really had to hustle. But the money is just the start. How does he plan to make sure the cafe is actually profitable? Keep it going in the long run.
That's where his financial projections come in. He's got a super detailed budget.
Okay.
Everything from ingredient costs to staff salaries to rent and marketing. He's thought of everything.
So he's got all his bases covered, but profit isn't the only measure of success.
Right. For Ben, success is bigger than that. He wants to build a community.
Okay.
Celebrate local ingredients, make people happy. He wants regulars who feel like family.
That's a great goal. But dreams are one thing. Reality can be tough. What are some of the challenges he expects to face?
Oh, the restaurant business is hard. He knows that.
Yeah.
Long hours, staffing issues, keeping up with trends. He's ready for all that.
It sounds like he's going in with his eyes open.
Yeah.
But even with the challenges, there must be some amazing rewards too, right?
Oh, absolutely. He's driven by passion, by creating something meaningful, sharing his love of food, building something that will last. He loves the process.
It's clear he's in it for the long haul. But what about those special touches? The things that will make his cafe stand out?
He's got a few tricks up his sleeve. He wants to have a rotating art exhibit, showcase local artists.
Oh, that's nice.
Maybe some live music nights, up-and-coming musicians.
Cool.
And he even wants to offer cooking classes.
Wow, he's really bringing the community in. Okay, let's talk about the menu. We talked about made from scratch, but what kind of dishes is he planning? What are people going to be eating?
Well, his menu is all about fresh, seasonal ingredients, a real culinary adventure.
Okay.
Pastries, croissants, tarts, all made with local butter and fruit.
Yeah.
For lunch, sandwiches on homemade bread, salads with unique dressings, and soups that change with the seasons.
It sounds delicious. But what about dinner? Is he going to do, like, full entrees?
He's actually thinking about a prefix dinner menu on the weekends.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a way to really showcase his skills and offer something special.
That's a great idea. It creates a buzz, People will want to try it. But let's talk about the vibe of the cafe. What kind of atmosphere is he going for?
He wants it to be warm, inviting, relaxed, like an extension of your own home.
Okay.
Natural material, soft lighting, comfy seating. He wants people to linger, connect, enjoy themselves.
Sounds like a perfect spot to relax after a long day or catch up with friends. But what about those little details, the things that make a place truly memorable?
Oh, he's got a knack for that. Charming mismatched china, vintage serving trays,
Cute.
hand-painted murals by local artists, lots of plants, fresh flowers.
He's creating an experience, not just a space. That's awesome. But with all these plans, is there anything he's nervous about? Anything keeping him up at night?
Well, he's got the normal entrepreneur worries, the ups and downs of the restaurant business, unexpected costs, making sure the quality stays high.
Right.
But most of all, he just wants to stay true to his vision, create something authentic.
It's that honesty that makes him so relatable. But let's end on a positive note. What's he most excited about as opening day gets closer?
Oh, he's buzzing. He can't wait to share his creation with the world,
Yeah.
see people enjoying his food, connecting with each other. He wants his team to thrive, to see his cafe become a real part of the community.
It's more than just a business for him. It's a passion project.
Yeah.
But before we move on, I have a question. We've talked a lot about his planning, But how much room is there for, like, spontaneity?
Hmm.
Can you really plan for everything?
That's a great question. Ben's a planner, but he also knows you have to be flexible.
Hmm.
Things will come up, he'll have to adjust, and he
Mhm.
wants his team to be creative too.
Yeah.
Experiment, try new things, contribute their own ideas.
It's about finding that balance, structure, and spontaneity. That's key in any creative field. Okay, let's go back to the made from scratch thing. How does that affect how he gets his ingredients? Does he have special relationships with the local farmers? Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been following Ben's journey to open this made from scratch cafe.
It's inspiring, isn't it?
It really is. We've seen his passion, his planning. He really seems to know what it takes.
Mm,
We talked about ingredients, business strategy, the team, even the community aspect.
yeah.
But there's got to be something else, right? That special ingredient that will really make his cafe stand out.
You're talking about the X factor, that thing that takes it from good to amazing.
Exactly. He's got the decor, the events, but what else?
Mhm.
How is he going to create that memorable experience?
Well, Ben knows that dining is about more than just the food, it's the whole atmosphere.
Right.
He's thinking about everything, the music, the smells, even the way the food is presented.
All about the senses.
Hmm.
But how does he make those deeper connections with customers?
He's going to be very hands-on, getting to know his regulars, remembering their names, their orders, even chatting with them.
Okay.
He wants people to feel like they matter, like they're part of something.
It's building relationships, not just serving food. So
Yeah.
how does he make sure his staff gets that?
He's created a culture of hospitality. His team is trained to go above and beyond.
Oh.
They're empowered to make decisions, personalize the experience, solve problems with empathy.
They're like brand ambassadors.
Hmm.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
talk about the challenges of made from scratch, using all those fresh seasonal ingredients. That can't be easy.
It's definitely a challenge.
Mhm.
Finding those high-quality ingredients all the time, especially from small local farms, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, how does he manage that?
Ben has built strong relationships with his suppliers. They have to communicate well, be flexible,
Okay.
and they all need to be committed to quality. That's essential.
The partnership. But then how do you keep things consistent? If everything is made from scratch, that seems risky.
Consistency is key in any restaurant.
Absolutely. So how's he doing it?
Ben's got it down to a system, detailed recipes, high-quality equipment,
Okay.
taste tests at every step. He's not messing around.
He's got it down to a science. But what about when things go wrong? Customer complaints, negative feedback. How's he going to handle that?
He knows mistakes happen, and he wants to be transparent about it.
Mm-hmm.
His staff is trained to listen to customers, apologize, and find solutions.
Turning a negative into a positive.
Mhm.
But let's zoom out a bit. What about his impact on the community? Does he have a bigger mission?
Oh, yeah. Ben is passionate about supporting local farmers, sustainability.
Okay.
He wants his cafe to be a place where people connect. He's even thinking about donating to charities, maybe hosting community events.
That's great. But with all this work, can he even have a life outside the cafe? Is burnout a risk?
It's a valid concern, but he's aware of it.
Okay.
He knows he needs to take care of himself, make time for relaxation, exercise, family.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
And he needs to delegate, empower his team, set boundaries, all of that.
Ex-
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Ben's journey, what's the one piece of advice he'd give to other aspiring food entrepreneurs? What's that secret ingredient to success?
Ben keeps it simple. Follow your passion, stick to your vision, and work hard.
That's good advice.
He also says, build a great team, find mentors, and never stop learning.
Wise words. So as we finish up, we want you to think about what you can take away from Ben's story.
Yeah, what can you apply to your own life?
Whether you're starting a business or just trying to create something special, Ben's journey has a lot to teach us.
It's a reminder that success is a combination of passion, planning, resilience, community, and that little bit of magic that makes it all work.
And hey, maybe you'll be the next one sharing your story on the Deep Dive.
That's right.
That's all for this episode of the Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.
We'll be back with another deep dive into a fascinating topic.